Level 4, but remember, what we did in level 3, we're building up on that to add more excitement and to add more interest to the sounds of what we're playing, both as fills and as grooves. And we're using crescendos, ghost notes, and accents to develop more dynamic independence. This really is the exciting part of getting to know the interest of this instrument, because it really is a challenging and exciting journey that you're on. So look at the first one. The first one now, we're talking about some accents, and we're going to put accents on the second beat on the E and of your left hand, and then on the fourth beat on 4 and with your right hand. So if I just demo this slowly with 16th notes, we have this. What happens now is I have to allow my weaker side, my left hand, to play those accents on a little bit of an unusual part of the 16th note, and then of course it resolves on the 4 and. A little bit faster, it sounds like this. Play those accents as either just an accented snare hit or a rim shot. You have that's a part of your musical choice that you have in the situation that you're in, how you want to play those accents and how much power you want with them or how much you want it to fit into the music. That's really the excitement about how you orchestrate your sound. Let's try number 1 at tempo and see what this sounds like. Feel the groove and feel the movement of your hands as you go from strong hand to weak hand or right hand to left hand or left hand to right hand, whatever is your case. And feel the fact that those accents are your choice how you want to play them. If we go now to the second one, we now start adding the accents where we're kind of mixing the strong and weaker hand or the right and left hand in the process. So the first one, the accent is on 1 and the and of 1. So you have that 1 and It's a certain feel in there. Then we go on to the E and the of 3 and the and of 4. So as we do this here, it really kind of opens up a different feel of how these accents sound. And these are just suggestions. You have an unlimited amount of accents that you can put anywhere in these 16th notes. But let me just demonstrate number 2 for you a little slower. Feel where these accents fit in. As I'm playing them, I'm kind of bending a little bit of the feel of what it is. You can do that too. Play the 16th note and have fun with it and move it in a way that you want these accents to move. It's totally your choice in how you play them. Take them slower to get a feel for it, then a little faster. Let's try this one at tempo. Feel the pattern. Again, play it either as an accented snare drum beat or again as a rim shot. Totally your call on how you want to do that. This next one now, we're going to go to 3/4. You've worked on 3/4, you understand 3/4, and there are some grooves that are played in 3/4 and some fills that are played, but this is the use of dynamics to build that sound up from the drums. So I might be playing with the first note with bass drum, snare drum, and floor tom just to get that sound to that first accent, and slowly graduate the buildup of it over the course of 2 measures. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Really bring it out and open up that sound in how you play it. Let me demonstrate it a little bit slower for you. That feel of slowly building it up is kind of exciting, and how you crescendo that sound. In a song, if you're coming into a certain section and you bring it from soft to loud and you lead into maybe a vocalist coming in or a guitar player or some kind of a soloist coming in, if you build that up, it adds a certain level of tension and excitement in the music. Again, check it out. And don't be afraid to dig into it. Really build that dynamic. This is about expression. Dynamics are about expression. And this is you opening up on this kit and allowing this music to just kind of come out of you and build up the sound. Let's try this one at tempo. Just get a feel for this. So now check this out. If you were playing this as a fill within a piece of music, and we were playing a 3/4 groove, adding that groove and adding that fill would kind of sound like this. You have the complete freedom to play any kind of a 3/4 groove you want, to add that fill, and you can add that crescendo or as a decrescendo. You can start loud and bring it down. Again, this is the option and the choices that you have, so have fun with it and play along with it and just experiment on your own. Now in this next one, number 4, we're going to introduce ghost notes. And how the ghost notes come in, if we look at the second beat, let's focus on that second beat. We're going to play an accent on 2, and then we're going to play those ghost notes softer, so we have that feeling of the bounce of that ghost note just helping to push the groove a little. So if I'm playing this, accent, low stroke. So again, that accent to that ghost note. And how you play your ghost notes is it depends on the height you want to play your ghost note at. As long as it's softer than the accented note, it's a ghost note. The ghost note can vary. There are some great players that play their ghost notes very, very low off the snare drum. Others play their ghost notes higher. That's, again, your choice and your feel for how you play. There really is no rule other than the feel of how you play it. So you can practice this section where you're playing 8th notes with your right hand on my hi-hat and 16th notes with the left hand, but the first accent on 2 is again accented, the rest are ghost notes. So just practice this section. And just feel that part of the groove. It really kind of gets a little bit exciting. With this now, if I play the groove as is, just with my hands. Now if I bring the accents more on 2 and 4, it sounds like this. That feel and that sound changes that inner workings of the groove. If I add my bass drum, I get this. Again, a different kind of a feel, and some of these are going to feel a little awkward at first. And that's kind of what practicing does. You got to kind of step into it and, ante up your game to kind of get a feel for how that feels within your hand. Sometimes I even hold my stick on the butt end if I want to get a certain sound. So to get this. Just to get a certain sound that might open it up more. And you can play the 3 end as ghost notes. So when you feel this, these ghost notes all fit in. Let's try and see if the groove sounds like this here. each of these grooves and each of the options are going to give you a certain feel of understanding some of the inner workings of how these rhythms work. Let's play this now at tempo with the click. Let's see what we got. Feel the groove and have fun with it. You're going to experiment on different ideas as you play it along. It's all about you. Experiment and have fun with the groove. And as you play it, and as we're showing these grooves, if there's certain little variations you want to change with it, absolutely go for it. Go for it, go for it. This last one is kind of a money beat. It's a stock groove that we play, but I want to play it with a couple different dynamics. And dynamics happens where the control that you're working on is the feel of how you play it. So if I want to play my left hand with the butt end of my stick, and I want to play this money beat, which is kind of just this here. Just that groove. But I'm going to play the first measure, I'm going to play this thing really loud, and then bring it down to nothing for the second measure. So slowly, it'll sound like this. That feel really takes a certain level of control. To feel the intensity and the screaming of that groove, to the absolute whisper of that groove as it comes in. That's control, that's dynamic control, and that's dynamic independence to have that kind of freedom. And that really is exciting. Let's take this now with the tempo and play the groove loud to soft. Have fun with it. Feel the groove the way it is and really kind of push the level of how you're playing. When you're playing loud, really dig in. When you're playing soft, be as sensitive as you can. What we've done now with this level 4 is to bring you new ideas about dynamic independence. The assignment, work on each one of them individually, get a feel for them. Play them over and over and over again so you have control over those grooves. Absolutely have fun with it, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Thanks.